What's up, y'all? My name is Ray Roy, your host of This Small Town, and welcome to Chappell, Texas. Alright, y'all, so let's make a quick pit stop at the Chappell Hill Sausage Company, located at 4255 Sausage Lane in Chappell Hill, Texas. The company has been family owned since 1968 and located just west of Houston and southeast of Chappell Hill. Chappell Hill Sausage produces smoked lean sausage in a variety of flavors, bacon, summer sauces, and a special spiral honey glazed ham for the holidays and family gatherings. With the perfect balance of heat and flavor, their fresh Texas meat has a unique taste enhanced by their special seasonings. Alright, to keep tradition, of course, I have to find the local town's Dollar General, aka the number one small town store in the state of Texas, because I've been to about 7 small towns now, and all 7 had a Dollar General in the actual town. Once again, Dollar General has a monopoly on convenience stores in small towns. If a Walmart come out here, it's going to be a wrap for Dollar General. I promise you. I assure you. And again, I don't know how, but Dollar General survives no matter what. They're like roaches. They've been around since the dinosaurs. All right, y'all, let's go on to the next spot. So let's talk about the history of Chappell Hill, Texas. The town was established in 1849 by Mary Elizabeth Haller, who founded the town on 100 acres of land she bought and had opened a post office 2 years earlier. She then named the town after her maternal grandfather, Robert Wooding Chappell. The area around the town was settled by planters from the Deep South, and thanks to the fertile soil of the Brazos River Valley, cotton became the area's main crop. In 1867, a yellow fever epidemic decimated the town and other southeast Texas towns. Many men who survived combat lost their lives just 2 years after the war ended. The town never recovered and faded into obscurity. Polish immigrants, mostly of German descent, began to appear in the 1870s, and the area was resettled, though it never did not reach the status of before. Chappell Hill today has a tourist economy, attracting visitors with its restored homes, the Bluebonnet Festival, and its own sausage company, an Independence Day parade, and a Scarecrow Festival. The Main Street Historic District is listed on the National Registry of Historic Places. Today, Chappell Hill still remains one of the best historical preserved towns in Texas. All right, let's go and check out the local Chappell Hill Fire Department. Let's see what that looks like. All right, it is a decent sized fire department. In comparison to Burton, Texas, this fire department is probably 4 to 5 times the size of it. Still not as large as Brenham Fire Department, but still a nice fire department nonetheless. All right, let's keep on going and enter the town of Chappell, Texas. I do believe I see one of my first historical markers I wanted to check out here. Kind of bumpy, but we'll make it work. We will definitely make it work. All right, y'all, let's check out the church. All right, so let's check out our next historical marker, the Providence Baptist Church, located at 5175 Main Street, Chappell Hill, Texas. The historical marker states, founded May 1842. Original site, 2.5 miles northwest of Chappell Hill. Armored church opened here in 1853. First building destroyed by a storm. All of the congregation moved here in 1866. Present church erected in 1873. All right, y'all, so I'm just adjacent to Main Street. Just want to get a closer look at the church, which is all white. See there? Give you a closer look at the historical placard as well. There you go. The Providence Baptist Church says that this property has been placed on the National Register of Historical Places. You can definitely see why. It is a classic, beautiful church as well. I have some more property over here. Look at that. It's all wood. Has some huge window paneling. It's right here by the Chappell Hill water tower. This little grassy area. This is a cool looking house or building. I'm not sure what this is. I don't think it made my list as far as things to check out. But it's interesting looking. So at least. Yeah, I don't know what this is. It's not labeled as a business to my knowledge. Got people being nosy. Give them a wave. So let's continue to see what else this small town has to offer. Cool. All right, y'all. Next spot. So let's discuss the demographics of this small town. As of the 2000 U.S. Census, approximately 600 people were living in the town of Chappell Hill itself. More recently, there's 1,319 people, 532 households, and 377 families who live in the town. The racial breakdown: there's 67% white, 28% black, 4% Hispanic, 0.5% mixed, and 0.5% Asian. 49% of the town is male compared to 51% that are female. As far as marital status, 23% of the residents have never been married, 54% of the residents are married, 1% widowed, and 22% of the residents are divorced. And that is your Chappell Hill demographics. All right, y'all, so as we enter the city, we come on to Main Street. I know I like looking at towns' main streets. You know, get a good feel for a town as far as how their main street looks, you know? And it is another classic old town looking main street. Almost like a Western feel as always. We kind of imagine horses would get tied to these banisters. As far as that's what it's feeling. That's what it's giving. It's a lot of character on this particular street. And yeah, I can imagine when they have events how crowded and packed this gets. But yeah, it is a beautiful main street. Very classic looking. Eclectic almost. All right, let's talk about the next historical marker, the Chappell Hill Bank, formerly known as the Farmers State Bank and Weinstein Store, located at 5060 Main Street in Chappell Hill, Texas. Chappell Hill began as an agricultural community in 1847, but had no bank until a population boom in the early 1900s brought wealth and economic prosperity. Farmers State Bank organized in March 1907 and opened in September of that year with J.J. Shaver as president. Alex Griffin of Brenningham was awarded the contract for the construction of a fireproof building. The one-story bank features large storefront panels and transoms and a plaster-over brick finishing. The bank, renamed Chappell Hill Bank in 1986, also acquired the 1878 W.R. Weinstein Store, a one-story, four-bay brick building with arch entry doors, a step parapet, and a decorative brick corbelling. Record says that this is a Texas historical landmark. All right, came across this. This appears to be the firehouse established in 1974. So yeah, I think I found another original firehouse. I know when we came in, we did see the new one, but I like to take looks at the old ones. All right. The property itself, there's no fire trucks in there like I saw in some of the other places I've been to. But, sorry, mosquito flew in my nose. It does look like they probably still use the space for something. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Another cool looking building. DLS Interiors. So does Chappell Hill have like an interior design company? I don't know. Very festive. I wasn't out here for Memorial Day, but you can just tell that it'd be going down here Memorial Day. Look how beautiful the decor is. I mean, if this is an interior design place, I'm not surprised. It does say that the property has been placed on the National Register of Historical Places. Okay, I got the official business name. This is the Bluebonnet House. Today is Sunday. I don't know what it is. I started this channel about 2 weeks ago, just after Memorial Day, and ever since then, every place I go is closed. Every single one. Every single one. All right, next building up here on Main Street, the Brazos Star. Appears to be like some type of antique shop. Every small town does have an antique shop because every small town is pretty much an antique. It does say the property has been placed on the National Register of Historical Places. As you can see, these are Bluebonnets. This place has the home of the Bluebonnet Festival of Texas. All right, y'all, here is the Chappell Hill Post Office. It's pretty cool. Once again, a bunch of bluebonnets, flowers. Every town's post office is different. Like, they all have their same kind of vibe. I know one thing, you don't see no bluebonnets in front of any post offices in Houston. I assure you that. You'll see a lot of things, but bluebonnets is not one of them. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Chappell Hill Post Office. Nice. Next up, let's discuss the household income and housing market of Chappell Hill, Texas. It is said that the average per capita income in Chappell Hill is $47,934, which is about 25% higher than the amount of Washington County of $39,147 and about 1.3 times the amount in Texas of $37,514. The median household income sits at $85,401 per year, which is about 25% higher than the amount in Washington County of $70,043 and about 20% higher than the amount in Texas of $73,035. 8% of the population live below the poverty line, which is lower than the national average of 11.5%. Now, when it comes to the housing market, Chappell Hill homes sell for a median price of $307,000, which is about 25% higher than the amount in Washington County of $248,000 and about 1.3 times the amount in Texas median house sale prices of $238,000. In Chappell Hill, the average rent prices for 2024 as follows. Average rent for houses was approximately $1,725 per month, and there was only 2 houses I can find currently available to rent. Also, there is no apartment buildings located in this small town. And we have, oh yeah, this place is also a historical landmarker. It is called the Old Rock Store. It says town's early masonry store, built in 1869 by merchant John E. Glass. Has the thick sandstone walls, massive hand hewing, and peg pine timber doors and window shutters made with square nails. Tenants have been grocers in the Chappell Hill Post Office, whatever that means. All right. So that's the original glass here. They don't make glass like this no more. You can tap on the glass right now and it will break and shatter. All right, y'all. Pro tip. When it comes to visiting small towns, if you're going to visit businesses, you need to call ahead, okay? Because when it comes to small towns, they have the most oddest business hours I've seen, like period, all right? I'm from Houston, man. Everything is always open in Houston. When you go to small towns, they'll be like only open on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m., right? Or only open on the first and third Saturday of the month, okay? Oh, we're only open between 1 and 2. I got to go feed my cow. Then I'll be back at 3 to serve your needs. I never seen anything like this. It's Sunday. Not one shop is open, okay? So if you're going to visit a small town, make sure you call before to make sure it's open because 9 times out of 10, it's going to be closed. Crazy. So next, let's talk about the Chappell Hill Circulating Library, located at 9105 Cedar Street in Chappell Hill. The library was founded by the Chappell Hill Circulating Library Association in 1893 due to the generosity of W.G. Foote Jr., who donated the library owned by his father, Dr. W.G. Foote Sr., and Dr. Foote was a Methodist minister and a professor of Chappell Hill Soule University during the mid-19th century. Over the years, the building wore down and was damaged. By 1964, its columns were collapsing. Descendants of the original members of the Circulating Library Association decided that it should be saved and formed the Chappell Hill Historical Society. They ran a number of fundraisers, the largest of which was the antique show held during the overlap between the National Library Week and one of the Bluebonnet Trail weekends, and thus the Bluebonnet Festival was born. That year, they were able to restore the library and, to their delight, discovered that the collection was intact. The Historical Society continues to work to preserve the library, and it was added to the National Registry of Historic Places on February 20th, 1985. All right, y'all, so welcome to the next spot. Now, let me show y'all what I was talking about earlier about the business hours in small towns being really weird, okay? Check it out. Because the Chappell Hill Historical Society Museum is open Wednesday through Saturday from 10 to 4. You see what I'm saying? Like, call ahead to see when these places are open, because it's not no regular Monday to Friday and on weekends. Let's take a closer look at some of the historical markers in this particular area. There's like 3 of them in this one spot, actually 4, because of the church right here. All right, come on, let's go. There we go. That is the Chappell Hill College. Why they make it look like a tombstone? Like, did the college literally die right here? Now let's talk about a little bit about the history of the Chappell Hill College, also located at 9220 Poplar Street in Chappell Hill, Texas. It does say that it was established in 1852 by the Methodist Church as Chappell Hill Male and Female Institute. After Seoul University of Boys was established in 1856, Chappell Hill College was a school for girls, existed since 1912. Scanning is property and placed on the National Register of Historic Places. Let's take a closer look. Oh, that's interesting. The Chappell Hill Public High School, not high school, the Chappell Hill Public School of Traditional Excellence, and also it is a museum. Okay. Cool. So the school, which I believe was a college, turned into an actual museum. Let's have a closer look at the Chappell Hill Female College Bell. The historical marker states, Chappell Hill Male and Female Institute, founded in 1850, pioneered in higher learning in Texas. Under Methodist Church after 1854. Women's branch was chartered separately, 1856. Rebuilt after a fire in 1871. This bell, cast 1873, is the only relic of the old college, closed in 1912. Some kind of stagecoach? Horse-drawn carriage, given by Thomas and Elizabeth Morgan, College Station. There we go. 52-inch rims. What I tell y'all, man? There's guys in Houston, I promise you, they got Cadillacs or Buicks with the same size 52-inch rims. I like the interior, black and red. Are those leather seats? Okay. Need a little armor all, but other than that, it's pretty nice. I don't know what the heck this is. This looks like some type of medieval massage chair. You know, like you put your face here, and all your extremities are gonna get removed. That's the only thing I can think of. I think I found the world's smallest library. This is the Chappell Hill United Methodist Church Little Library. It's about 10 feet tall by 1 foot wide. Pretty cool. Which brings us also to why we're here. I see these signs everywhere saying about the birthplace of Texas. I need to do my research to see why they keep saying that. So let's have a look at the next historical marker, the Chappell Hill Methodist Church, located at 5195 Church Street, Chappell Hill, Texas. The historical marker states, organized prior to 1847, first pastor, Robert Alexander, had been a missionary in Texas since 1837. Original church built in 1853, was destroyed in Great Storm of 1900, rebuilt in 1901, constructed of pine. Memorial inscription placed in windows in honor of Dr. Alexander, a member of the Texas Conference for 45 years. Texas Methodist Conference sessions were held in chapel 6 times, 1847, 1854, 1860, 1865, 1870, and 1878. All right, I think we're coming to the last spot over here. This white picket fence. Look here. That's it. Yeah, looks like this is it. Now, surprise, surprise, it's already closed. Once again, remember, y'all, everything closes here in Chappell by 10 a.m. Everything's closed, including the Texas Star Winery. Let's take a quick look at it, and we'll be done. All right, so our last stop will be at the Texas Star Winery, located at 10587 Old Chappell Hill Road in Chappell Hill, Texas. Their website says the following: born near the birthplace of the Texas flag to our current home here in Washington County, the birthplace of Texas itself, Texas Star Winery continues the tradition of exceptional handmade wines. Come and enjoy our wines at our winery in Chappell Hill, the heart of Bluebonnet country. Our winery is only 1 street over from Main Street and easy to get to. Y'all actually check out their website, and they have some great selection of wines, and they're about $25. So if you want to go check out some great wines, check out the Texas Star Winery. All right, y'all, that is the end of the episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed this small town, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Comment below, have you ever been to Chappell Hill? If so, what do you know about this town that I did not talk about in the video? Also, comment below, what you want to see in my next small town adventure. Make sure you subscribe and join my community here at the small town. Once again, my name is Raynell Roy. It's been real, y'all. Peace.